Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Chauncey Eugene Stevens Jr. This is the Everything About Everything podcast where we talk about everything. My co-host here is
Lamar Dyer.
And today, I am pissed.
This is gonna be an interesting podcast because when he's annoyed or when he's pissed off, there is no holds barred. The dam is broken. I'm flooding everything.
I'm not going to disclose my bank simply because I like the bank. This is not their fault, technically speaking. But goddamn, an hour of holding to get nowhere. I mean, the end discovery was fine and all, but goddamn, like in all seriousness, if you're gonna have a verification on the fucking phone, like you verify, like your social, whatever PIN code, whatever information they can get from the machine. If you're gonna do that, then don't ask me a fucking again. Why are you asking me again?
Well, is it at least different people that are asking you, or because if it's I can see where you would have an issue where it's like it's the same person that you talked to before. Like, say, we'll just pull a name. We'll just say if you're talking to Jake, and Jake was the same guy who's asking you the same mother hubbing questions for this 15th time.
Yeah, but like, okay, look, if you put that verification in, the first person you get on the phone with asks you for the same information as if you didn't just put that in the phone. And then they send you to somebody else who recognizes that you verified through the phone. And then the person after that asks you even more questions. It's like, okay, what the fuck? On top of, but it's only because the irritation on top of waiting for 50 minutes.
Oh yeah, okay, I can understand where that. Yeah,
I'm like, goddamn, really? Like through all this, I verified twice already. You want to verify a third time, and you want to go even further? You want to ask the fucking
blood type?
Yeah, my blood type, the color of my cheeks in the winter. Jesus. Anyway, you had something crazy. So I was driving here, right? Mm-hmm. I had to deposit money in the bank. Mm-hmm. I was driving here, and I realized, and I hate 16-wheelers. I hate them. They're the worst thing on the road other than Floridians. Okay. But like, I'm like, that's legitimately the only vehicle that I'm next to that I'm fucking just frightened, because you have no idea who's driving that vehicle, and they could be just qualified as me, which is not that qualified with large vehicles. I hate driving large vehicles. But this man, now I've seen some crazy shit. I've seen 16-wheelers veer off in the right into your lane and not see you. Or I remember one time I was driving at 3 a.m. and I saw this fucking 16-wheeler just zigzagging, just doing the snake in the fucking road. There was nobody in the road, but this motherfucker was doing this, and I'm sitting there behind him going fucking 20, like, oh my God, on the fucking highway where the speed limit was like 70.
Yeah.
But this man, on the regular road, we're driving, and he decides to change lanes. Cool. Changes lanes. Gets in that lane, realize, you know what? Fuck this lane. 10 seconds later, it's like, it just jets into the next lane, like, quickly. And a 16-wheeler.
You mean 18-wheeler?
Whatever the fuck. 16, 18, I don't know how many fucking wheels on that bitch. All I know is the big motherfucking truck is fucking changing lanes abruptly. Ooh. I was like, goddamn. I fucking, you know what? I was like, I don't care if there are cops. I don't care if there are cameras. I am getting in front of this thing. Fuck this shit. I ain't gonna be behind this motherfucker no more.
Oh heck no!
It's crazy. You Floridian plus 16-wheeler, 18-wheeler, whatever the fuck, large industrial vehicle. Get the fuck out the way. Excuse me.
There goes your public service announcement, ladies and gentlemen.
Goddamn.
Stay away from 18-wheelers that swerve.
Dude, that's every 16, 18, whatever fuck wheeler.
Okay.
All them motherfuckers. Like, you've been on the highway before.
Yes.
And them motherfuckers like this just edge their way into your lane, like, hi. They want to give you a hug. You're like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, I do remember a time that now a little anecdote. Me and my ex-girlfriend, we were riding. Now we were in Chicago, mind you, and this 18-wheeler, same deal, kept going over. And you know how like you have the Jersey barriers?
Yeah.
If my girlfriend didn't, has supreme driving skills, I wouldn't be talking to you today because I'd have been dead because the way the 18-wheeler was coming would have crushed us inside the barrier.
Now, is this supreme driving skill or supreme driving skills for a woman?
No, that girl has some. She can be my getaway driver for real, for real.
Oh, okay.
And I'm giving kudos to my ex-girlfriend.
No shade, but like, yes, there are guys who can't drive, but it's a stereotype for a reason. Like Asians,
like black folks. I got you.
I don't know. I never heard the stereotype of black people not being able to drive.
I don't think is there one?
Not that I know of, and I know a lot of them. I know all, and I use them frequently, so I would consider myself a subject matter expert on stereotypes.
There is
Stick
some
to watermelon, black man. But anyway, for all of you listening, this is the podcast where we talk about any and everything. Everything for your enjoyment for free on YouTube. We do apologize. We had set it up to where we were gonna have 2 episodes go out last week. Didn't happen. 2 of our episodes got all messed up, and that was my fault. I need to ensure that I test the microphones before I use them. I learned this in school and never listened. Now I listen today. I tested it. It's working. It should work. If it's not working now, then it's not my fault. It's the equipment, and I need new equipment, which means that this podcast is done.
Well, I hope not. I actually enjoy doing these. These are fun.
So, one thing I wanted to talk about today: cell phones. You ever see, like literally look at yourself and just realize that you're addicted to your cell phone?
You know,
like you're addicted and you don't think it's a problem.
Honestly, I know if you was to test me and I'm willing to actually do this test for me to go, because it's the break, because that I could actually go without my cell phone for 24 hours and not mess with it.
I got you. If you were busy, because I know I catch myself doing this today. I was like, I was waiting in line at Wawa's and I had 400 drinks in my hand, so my hands was full. And I was waiting in line, and it was a decent sized line, and I'm just like, how do I grab? I can't grab my cell phone, man. I'm bored. And I was like, fuck, man. Like I'm addicted to my cell phone, and you know this, like you're always on this motherfucker. Like this, if there's anything you should own that should be $1,000. It should. This phone is a little over $1,000. Should be your cell phone, because that bitch you're using every single day.
That is true. That is so true. But I would also say, and make sure if you have your cell phone, make sure it's protected, because I've seen a lot of people with the Spider-Man screens.
Oh, I don't understand that. Before we get on to that. Let's keep on this, because I can go all day on the fucking screen protectors. I can go all day on that. Okay, well, let's keep rolling keep rolling.
Okay, so as far as I'm concerned, like it's only been like, because I'm a little bit more seasoned than you are, and I'm not calling myself a steak or anything, but I'm just saying, like for me, when cell phones wasn't a big thing, we had other things to do. Like remember, like I used to have Game Boys, and we had other things to do besides the cell phone.
Okay. Like what you're describing are just small alternatives that have just been implemented into the phone itself.
That's true too. Like,
I get you. And it's also like you used to carry around a fucking what's the name of like a camera that's not a DSLR? Like a point and shoot. Like
point and shoot. Yeah.
So you used to carry your point and shoot. You used to carry your MP3 player, and you used to carry a Game Boy. And now you just carry one thing. I enjoy the convenience, and I'm not saying I'm by no means am I gonna just like go on some flip phone challenge. Nah, I'm good. I like on a whim to be able to be like, you know what? Google says I'm right.
Yeah, that I will say, you can't knock that convenience of trying to shut somebody up and be like, no, it's this. Hold up, motherfucker. There you go, bitch.
Because I remember in like middle school, people could talk all the shit they want and say whatever you want, and you could like, that's not right. Yes, it is. That's not right. Who knows? I don't know.
Oh, but nowadays, yeah.
And you used to believe whatever the fuck they said because you weren't gonna go to the library and let me go to the library and do some research on that. No.
Hold on, let me look at the Dewey Decimal System.
Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna go do some research. I will meet you here tomorrow with my answer. No, you're right, dude. I'm a back off. I ain't doing research. Fuck that. Now it's just, hey, excuse me, Google. No.
Denied. No, your facts are unfactual.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's one of those things where like I see other people, and it's very situational. But like I hate when I'm trying to have a conversation with someone and they're on the phone. But then I'll catch myself doing it sometimes, not intentionally. But not in intensive conversations, kind of just like, fly by the wind conversations. I'll do it, and I kind of feel bad doing that. But like if I'm having a one-on-one with you, just come on, man. It's kind of annoying.
Well, it also bases on now it's about respect. Like, I would feel some kind of ways if like me and you are having this conversation right now and you fucking with your phone. I'd be kind of pissed. I'd be like, want to leave right now. Yeah. Like,
and it's one thing like you're busy or you have text messages coming in for work, stuff like that. That's a whole other thing.
Right.
Or if it's something relative to what we're talking about, that's a whole other thing. But if you're just like, sitting there sending a selfie and shit, that's one thing that like I don't. It's probably like one of the most unattractive thing about women.
I think I know some males. I know some males that do it too.
Okay, yeah. But I'm just talking about from my perspective. I cannot give my 2 cents on that. I do not find men attractive, so I got no dog in this fight. So all I'm saying
I
is,
just thought about just people.
People in general. No, but I'm just saying. Okay, well, I'm talking about attraction. So I'm not gonna talk about a dude.
Okay.
So I find that so unattractive when like I'll see some female, just in the middle of nothing, just taking a fucking selfie, especially gym selfies. That fucking bothers me. I don't give a fuck.
Well,
now, I'm a hypocrite. I am. Because I'll scavenge the Instagrams for those photos. I'll pass by them and be like, oh, that's a nice picture. But then when I see it when I'm at the gym, my mind's up here and not down here. Because I'm working out. So I'm like, look at this bitch. No one fucking wants to see that. But then when I'm not all hyped up on fucking endorphins and all that shit, I'm just like, oh, look at that. That's a wonderful gym selfie. Good on you. Good for you.
So I for me, like, I understand where you're coming from. Like, people who are actually, now, if I go to the gym, I'm planning to get my sweat on. I'm not the gym head. I'm not the guy that will go to the gym for like 2 hours. Okay. I'm in there, do what I have to do, get my burn, get the hell out. That's me. Okay. Can I, stay and do there and, work out with, like, say if me and you were gym partners and you should.
Yeah, that's completely different because you could be in the gym for like 3 hours with a friend. If you talking the whole time, what happened?
Right. But nah, I mean, I might show off a little bit. Now, mind you, this is after I got finished sweating. Heck yeah, I want y'all to see the fact that look, this ain't no me just jumping in the sauna and shit. And oh, look, I did some PT. Nah, motherfucker, I'm actually work.
It's real crazy that we went from the importance of a cell phone on the back to now the important thing is the camera on the fucking front.
True.
It's like goddamn. But it's funny. It's real funny how like nowadays I think, and there was I forgot like where I read this. It was somewhere, and it might be some bullshit. It might be a troll. I don't fucking know. But it was something about like how being fit is like no longer like the thing anymore. You know how it used to be that if you were fit, had a 6-pack, all that shit, then women were more attracted to you.
Yeah.
That was the thing. Let's
we'll say 90s.
Let's call it Let's call it 8 years ago, and 8 years ago, and then we'll go down and below.
Because I was gonna say definitely 90s. That was the thing. That was the trope.
I feel like the 90s continued a little bit into the 2000s. We on a whole other shit right now. I know that for sure.
Okay.
But like 8 years ago, when I was when I was in tip top shape, that was the whole purpose behind it. Well, like you wanted to be in shape because you wanted to look good. Right. And now it's like the dad bods in, and I don't like it. Like, like there's like people who can't attain that because of medical reasons. Mm-hmm. But I think what I read was that like women are intimidated by that type of person because they feel like either A, they wouldn't be able to get you, or B, maybe you care too much about your own body and they assume you wouldn't care about them type shit. I don't know, but what I read was that like the person who has soft or the quote unquote dad bod is they're more comfortable with being in a situation with that type of person than they are with someone who's shredded.
Well, maybe it's because like the people who are shredded, let's just say if you had an Arnold Schwarzenegger type of body, now they think you're what is it? Kind of like an arrogant prick.
You know what?
And some girls, I guess, nowadays like the dad bod, like, oh, you're squishy, I can lay upon you. I don't feel like I'm laying on rocks. You know what I'm saying? Some might be on the other ones who like it's kind of like getting the firm bed for a soft bed, If you prefer the firm bed, hey, by all means, go do your thing. Mm-hmm. If you prefer the more soft, plushy, memory foam type bed, by all means. And as far as I think what it is, it's basically people are now starting to see that, beauty is only skin deep. We all going to get old. We're all going to get wrinkles. We're all going to eventually die. So, you
work out normally, it's going to last a little bit longer, though.
Oh, I'm not knocking the health ramifications of being fit. Don't get me wrong. What I'm saying is the fact that, hey, now people are actually looking at, what's beyond that person.
Yeah, but let's be realistic though. Women have always been like that though.
True.
Women have always been freaking, way more into you as a person than your body type. Like 100%. You want guarantee you, woman or female will date or be with a man who you would assume is not up to par with them on a scale of 1 to 10. You'll see a 9 with a 6 before you see a dude who's a 10 with a 6.
That's true. I would. Hey, look.
There are some outliers.
Yeah, I would say. I would say I'm an outlier.
There are outliers.
I'm one of them because I would say, I remember I dated this one chick while I was in the military, and one of my female friends was like, "You look like you're GQ and you're dating her. What the hell?"
Damn.
And I was like, "Well, for real, this girl, looks after me, like, Maybe because I was raised by women, I was taught to look at it from that standpoint, like, see if, she's on your level, like looks aren't everything, and I would say it's not necessarily mostly women. I would say it's really based on, what your parents, what your parents have taught you, because I don't care what anybody say. Most of your behaviors and stuff start at home. Starts from, what you were trained as far as what your parents thought, your environment or where you stayed at. Now, of course, there are differences, but I think it's all starts in the home. It's what your parents kind of instilled in you, and then whenever you got out and made your own way, you have your different perspective as far as beauty and how you view the opposite sex or the same sex or whatever you want to.
Yeah, and then that is also a test to why there are some women who are extremely attractive and know it, and some women who are extremely attractive and don't know it. It's just how they were raised and how the people around them treated.
That's annoying me.
how people around them treated them, because there are some women who are like hot as fuck and don't even know it.
Oh, yes.
Some of them were late bloomers, and some of them just had I would say we're in an environment where they were able to build themselves as a person way more than the person who was like, I don't know, was given everything at an early age and then decided to just, take advantage of that and use their looks to further themselves. Which, hey, if you got it, use it. I ain't knocking the hustle. Do you?
Right.
Do you? I'm not gonna be mad at you. Just don't be mad at me when I call you out for what it is. It's like, well, yeah, you're using your looks to get. No, I am not. Like, yeah, you are. Just admit it. That's what you're doing. That's fine.
Or it's some people might, don't know what they're doing. Like some people are oblivious. I mean, like literally.
Oh no, I know.
Like oblivious to a point where it's like, are you stupid? Like,
yeah. There's some people.
Yeah.
Those are the outliers. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's like, no, this is what you're doing. I'm telling you what you're doing, but yet you are too blind to see what you are doing. Yeah, I know I could be that way too. I mean, to some extent.
I can see that. You don't know. Yeah, and I can see how, like some people are oblivious that they're getting opportunities because of their looks. If that's not in front of their face, some people are oblivious to that, and I can understand that, and that's fine. I am 100% guilty of treating women who are more attractive better than women who are less attractive. I've done that before. Knowingly, sometimes, but not like intentionally. I wasn't trying to be a dick. It's just, I'm a guy.
Yeah, you know what? When all else fails, we gotta just know that the fact that we all are human, and some of us guys are a lot more, for the lack of a better word, shallow than others. And what I've always said was, be honest with yourself. At least be, to thine own self be true. And, I'll always say people will respect you more when you're honest than you are when you're dishonest. I'd rather a girl tell me, like I told you before, I'd rather you tell me, hey, I'm not interested in you, or hey, I don't want to deal with you because of this. I'm like, okay, well, fine. Deuces. Move on. I
don't blame no woman for not dating me. If you want to see my credit score,
hey, look, it can't be any worse than mine, bro.
I am currently working on it, but I completely understand if you don't see this as a financial gain in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, I would tell you, be like, look, marrying me, nah, it's not in your best interest right now.
What is your credit score? Oh, well, you're about to fuck that up. I hope you have a 900 to balance this out.
Yeah. Over 1,000 holes, dude. No. Like, are y'all just really putting yourself? No, we're honest about what we are. Yeah. There's a difference, and that's the problem. People are not honest. If I tell you this is what's gonna happen, and you actually do it, and then you get mad, I'm like, did I not tell you this from Jump Street? Like, you cannot get mad at somebody for telling you what it is from Jump Street, and then...
No, I'm not doing, like, this is not a first date conversation, no. No, it's not. No. I'm like, I'm going to let you get to know me, and then I'll be like, oh, by the way, do you want to continue this? I don't blame you if you don't. Just letting you know.
Right.
Just letting you know.
Or you might get the kind that, and it was funny, somebody told me this, is that there are some of those individuals that, will definitely research you first before they even think about dating you.
You see, I don't know. Is that a female thing, or do guys do that?
Believe it or not, believe it or not, I actually talked to somebody a couple of days ago who actually do that. Like, look, like, oh, this,
Because, like, me personally, like, I don't fucking want to know. Like, I really don't want to know. If you was scandalous back in the day, I don't fucking want to know.
I agree with
I don't want to know. Like, you keep that to yourself. I don't give a fuck. No,
hey, look.
Did you come to your senses now? You good? You good? I'm good. All right. I don't just no. You can tell me a funny story later. Right now, I don't give a fuck. I don't want to know that shit.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
If you're that type of person that's like 100% worried, like, oh, this it might be a serial killer. Why the fuck are you even bothering to go on a date with him if that's what you're worried about? Well,
because first of all, it's not like they're gonna necessarily tell you that. I have a penchant for want to kill individuals.
I get you, but have you ever been with a chick and then been like, something's off about you? I'm gonna look you up. No, something's off about you. I ain't fucking dating you.
But that's already too late if you already started messing with the girl. I mean, there's gonna be some. Okay, all right.
I'm talking. Okay, I'm not talking. Look, I'm not talking about a year in and the chick like is fascinated with roadkill. I'm talking about fucking date 1 is over, and I'm Googling your ass. Tell me one time you've ever done that.
No, I've never.
Exactly. Now, there of course are call signs for doing that shit, but I've never been in a relationship where I was so worried this bitch might be a fucking serial dick chopper that I had to go look for
a serial castrator.
Jesus, I didn't like she's sitting there with the fucking hood on and a fucking axe. She's like, no, I never ever have I like been enticed to be like, let me just look this person up. The only people I've ever females I've ever looked up is either A, you're an actor, I'm trying to figure out your fucking name. B, you're a porn star, I'm trying to figure out where I can find more of your shit. Or C, an ex I still got feelings for, and I'm trying to figure out what the fuck you doing. I've done it. I'm not proud of it, but I've done it.
Okay, all right.
I'm just saying.
Okay, I mean, saying. Like,
which is stupid. That's probably the dumbest thing you could do is look up shit on an ex, because they're not posting bad shit. Who the fuck posts on Instagram having a bad day? Because that's what you're looking. I know, but that's what you're looking for, though. In a breakup, that's what you're fucking looking for. You're looking to go see, like, okay, does she feel good? Does she feel bad? I don't know. Ain't no one but nobody. No one does that. People are only posting their good moments. No one's really posting their bad moments. Yes, there are people that do that, but they're looking for attention, and it has nothing to do with really much anything, and it's coincidental. But like after a breakup, you ain't posting your worst shit. It's not happening.
No, oh yeah.
No, you posting your bet. Look, you getting the revenge body. You are posting with some random dude you don't know, but it looks like you might be dating. You're doing all that shit.
Yeah.
So that's the worst thing you could do, and people do it, and I've done it. So yeah, don't do that. Just let it just
let it go. Let it go. That shit. Yeah. Now I'm gonna say when I break up. Now, I'm going to be real with you. Like, I'm still friends with a lot of my exes. I am. Mm-hmm. And, whatever's in the past is in the past. Like, I've gotten to the point where it's like, okay, we know that we didn't work out. Let's just, we could be cool. Like, especially if I was friends with them before. Like, we were friends before the relationship. Mm-hmm. And then now that we broke up, it's like the friendship still held, tanned.
Yeah, I don't know.
Stood the test of time, kind of thing.
I really don't, because I can't be friends with like none of my exes. I really can't, especially if they've moved on. I really can't, because one, I wouldn't want someone I was with to be talking with someone they used to be with at all in any way, shape, or form, because that's just there's been too many situations where shit like that happened, and then you find out, oh, they still have feelings for them, or oh, they're still talking to each other in that way, and you don't fucking know. So I wouldn't want to do that to them. And then on top of that, I don't know that if they move on, I don't want to know this man, and it's gonna come up. I don't want to know him. I don't want to, because then the only thing I'm be thinking about is, was he better than me?
Hold on, but if it's your ex, it really don't matter, does it? I mean,
I know that, but I'm just saying, like I can't go and just like, I'm gonna have a casual conversation. Like, I've seen you naked. I can't do this. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Okay.
Do I wish that I could? Do I wish that I could just get that up? Like, no, I wish I could. I wish I could see you in a different light. I wish I could turn that part of my brain off, but I really can't. I was like, I can't see you as anything else. That's now. There's some people that can do that. That's great. If you can do it, good on you. Do it. But like for me, there's just I feel like there's too much in that could cause drama later.
I see what you're saying.
And I just don't just try to avoid it at all costs.
Which is probably the more smarter way to go, to be completely honest, because you're right. Say girl A I messed with, broke up, we cool. I'm with girl B, but yeah, I can see now. It also comes on me being honest, be like, yes, I did mess with girl A. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And if you in a relationship, girl B ain't letting you go nowhere with that hoe. And so in your mind, you're like, okay, now this is totally like my thought process. If I was in that situation, it's like, okay, if I went and hung out with girl A and did nothing, had no intentions, no nothing, it was all good friendship, why would I tell girl B? Wait. You could tell girl B, right? And all you're doing is planting that seed in the back of her head, and now she's stressed out. Like, even though you may have told her, but she's stressed out because you're hanging out with her and she knows something occurred in the past. Then you don't tell her, and it's the same thing.
Oh, so in other words, you're damned if you do, if you damn if you don't. It's a double-edged sword.
Yes. Is that all women? No. There are outliers that are cool with that shit. Good for you. I'm not one of those people. I sure as fuck not. Oh, I'm gonna go hang out with my ex-boyfriend. Sure you are. You're talking about me, right? Oh no, we're just really good friends. Uh-huh. Guess what? No, you're not. You know why? I have a dick. I know what he's thinking. I know what he's thinking.
Hold on, but you also got to take into consideration not everybody thinks like you, my friend.
Does he have a dick?
I have a dick. I mean, what?
Mm-hmm. I know. You're like, you motherfucker. You son of a bitch. I have definitely done this before. Yep, look at you. Mm-hmm. If you think a guy's hanging out with you because of your personality, he might be. But he also wants to give you the D.
When I can't.
I have never in my life gone and hung out by myself, gone and hung out with some, like, one-on-one. Groups, sure. One-on-one, never hung out with a chick that wasn't attractive, that I wasn't attracted to at all.
I mean, I have, because like
good on you.
Because, like, for example, like one of my good friends, like, I know without a shadow of a doubt, no. But we're
okay. But at any time at no time did you ever find her attractive?
No.
Okay.
At one time, no. Now, I can understand where you're going with as far as, like, say, girl A, you know, I'm attracted to. Mm-hmm. But if I know this is where I always say, you know, if know that I'm putting myself in the proverbial
friend zone.
Mm-hmm. I know I put myself there.
Okay, and I get that though.
And if I've always told women, I was like, look, you know, because it seemed like now every guy that, you know, even talks to him, oh, we just want to get in their pants. Mm-hmm. Now, I would say probably a good majority that might be the case. Mm-hmm. But honestly, like, for me, having the way I intend, I was like, let me at least be your friend first. If something grows from there, cool. If it don't, well, you got a good friend. Okay? Mm-hmm. If she chooses to deal with that, fine. If she don't.
I was looking for you to prove my argument wrong, but you just proved it correctly.
Yeah, I know.
I'm really confused on that one because I was about to say like, because in my head I'm like, yeah, I have friends that are attractive that I'm friends with, and I know that, just friends. We're just friends, yes. But if she offered, I ain't gonna say no.
Actually, I would say no. I would, because now I'm gonna say this. It depends on how much you truly value a friendship.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you value that friendship over that 15 or 20 minutes of pleasure?
Now, you're contradicting yourself because you said you have been friends with exes before. What is the difference between friends that you just fucked? How is that worse? You in a relationship, you can keep the friendship, but a friend that just was like, you know what? I'm horny as hell. You're here.
I would say, like,
because I'm just saying the connection there is completely two different things.
That's true.
One of them you was in a relationship with, but you could be friends with them. But the one that you were not in the relationship with, sex changes the whole game, huh? That's confusing, sir.
Yeah, that does confusing. That's why I say this. All right,
here's your whole shit right now. It's falling. Jenga, motherfucker. Jenga.
I would say that it becomes where it's like, yeah, I know I keep backpedaling that.
Now, yes, sex can complicate things, sure, but sex only complicates it if feelings sprout from it.
That's true too. Now, some people like what we talked about earlier with the exotic dancers and the porn stars. It depends on how you value sex.
Yeah, no, it does.
It's
but at the same time, you can value sex as much as you want, but if you're having sex with somebody that you don't value a relationship with them, period, then there's no value in the sex.
It's a value about climaxing or not.
Well, all I'm saying is that look, it is a human thing that everyone needs at least once a month, at the very least. Otherwise, you might lose your mind. I know. As a guy, I lose my mind. It's like fuck. It just takes over. Mm-hmm. It's annoying, and so. But then again, I have a very high sex rate, but that's not here or there. Sure. But like that shit bothers me. But that's just a human thing. It has nothing to do with, oh, I love you and I want to. It has nothing to do with that. It's just urges. It's just a human urge that everyone needs to satisfy. I don't know why. Like, I get. There's a huge difference to me between going out with someone and giving the intention that you want a relationship and then just getting sex and leaving, and coming up to somebody and be like, hey, I just want this. And then you getting upset about that. It's like, no, I came with you with what I wanted. Whether you accept it or not is up to you. Don't be mad at me because that's all I want. Because that's just you being upset because I don't want a relationship. It's like, don't be mad at that. I don't want a relationship. If you would have just said, I don't want a relationship, I'd have been like, okay, cool. Move on with your day. I just don't see that goes into the stereotype of like men are pigs. It's like, no, maybe the pig is the person who talks to you as if he's going to date you and gives you that impression, and then screws you and leaves. That's there's that guy, and then there's the guy who's like upfront about it, like, hey, all I want is sex. That's just a human urge. You have it too. Right. Now, and everyone's different. Everybody handles it differently.
Right.
But don't be mad because that's all he wants. Now, if that's what he comes up to you in the beginning with, if he gives,
that's the catch. Remember, he has to come up to you and says that.
He gives you those vibes like, hey, friendship or sex or both. I don't want a relationship. Then you can't be mad.
Right.
You're not allowed to be mad.
Now,
not allowed to be mad.
If there was some lies, because
no, baby, I love you. Let me take you out. Let me the whole thing.
Right. Exactly. Then you have all right to be pissed because I would be myself. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So yeah.
All right. Well, enough of that. We're gonna get into
our favorite time of the podcast.
Yeah, Florida Man on the Prairie.
I think I was actually thinking about us changing that name, and I was thinking about
we had the name, and I don't remember it now.
I was gonna say we was like only in Florida, right?
Only in Florida. I don't remember.
Even though I like saying Florida Man, but
yeah. So all right. So in today's Florida Man news, Florida Man dupes Texas school district into sending him $2 million. This man's name is Donald Howard.
Concrete.
So you got they put his full fucking name. That's how you know this man's white.
Concrete.
Full name. All right, so right here, and I'll put the link in the description. This man, let's see, he got Texas school district to transfer him nearly $2 million and then use the money to purchase a BMW and Rolex watches. Really? Like, he got all this money and then just spent it real fast.
Yeah, that was dumb.
That was dumb. At 61, like, son.
Well, when he goes to jail, I mean, he'll be all right. He going to federal prison, so he's okay.
I'm trying to figure out, like...
How?
Yeah. School district ain't that smart, huh?
Well, maybe, like, the only reason where I could think I could see $2 million if he probably lied and said something that maybe that he was going through some ailing sickness or, he played on the heartstrings. That would be the only way I could see a district sending somebody $2 million.
And what's crazy is that, like, this man's 61. He's not like no fucking 18-year-old sitting at home on his computer, like just scamming the system that way. Because if they did it, it probably would have been like micro transactions.
Right.
100 here, 50 there, over like a year's time, and then like then no one would really notice. This man took $2 million up front and went and bought a BMW and a Rolex and thought no one would notice. Just $2 million missing.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. That's one of them world's dumbest criminals. Type of thing.
So charged with fraud.
For $2 million, oh, you ain't going. Oh, you in jail for the rest of your life, homie.
You might as well. 61, you done anyway. I think that's why he did it. Like, he said, "Fuck it. If I get caught, I'm done anyway." 61. I don't know. He looks older than 61 though.
Yeah.
There's some 61-year-olds that look way better than this dude.
Yeah.
This dude was done a long time ago. I'm just surprised it was just a BMW and Rolexes. No hookers? Nothing?
Oh, they probably
no blow. At 61, dude, $2 million. Fuck it. It's like
that's just
in my mind, I'm like, they're gonna catch my ass. So let me just fucking go ham. Let me go ham. I'm about to party with this shit, and then I'm gonna go up to the judge. Was it worth it? Yep, I'm 61. Fuck it. This is some shit that I probably do at like if I hit 80, yo, fuck it. About to rob a bank. With a fucking walker. Give me your money, bitch. The lady, he's gonna be mad. The lady gonna look at me. She's gonna look at me because it's gonna be. I'm gonna walk her and I hand her a letter because I can't like yell at her.
Yeah, can you take this, baby?
Take this, please. And it says, "Give me the money, bitch!" with exclamation point. There's a gun in my pants.
Are you sure that's a gun or a colostomy bag?
And it's like, you want to try me? And just shit myself. I'll fuck up this whole place.
Oh my goodness.
Just shit myself again.
That's funny. $2 million though. I don't know. At 61, at $2 million, I just duped a. Not trying to say I'm doing this, ladies and gentlemen, nor that I'm condoning this, but I'm just saying what's going on in my mind.
61, I might. Fuck it.
61. I'm going out the country.
Right.
I'm going. I'm like, okay, I got $2 million. I can only, I'm going to Mexico. I'm going to a place where there's no extraditionary.
No, you see, the thing is though, where he fucked up is that he only got $2 million, so he can't really leave the country with that money. But if he No, wait, no. Not with $2 million. You ain't living your best life on $2 million.
I get you.
But so what you got to do is you got to go to India, the Philippines, like somewhere where you could stretch that shit.
Thailand.
I know. Real far along. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
I know.
I'm
leaving everything. Everything. Excuse me.
Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Not trying to say we're criminals. No, I'm just saying if we had that type of money and we want to live our best life for the rest of our days, I'm going to another country that don't have extrajudiciary. 2, where our money is worth more than theirs. I'm not going to daggone Qatar or, Dubai. I'm not going there. I'm not going to any European country that uses euro. Or no, my money ain't going to mean jack.
Okay, I'm about to get them pesos.
I'm going to where my money's going to, hey, look, I'm going to be living my best life. I'll be chilling. Like,
I'm going to be over in India, fucking 50 shekel.
I'm doing big things, dagnabbit, with $2 million.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for listening and or watching, whichever one you were doing. We truly appreciate it. I am Chauncey Eugene Sims Jr.
And I'm Lamar Dyer.
This is the Everything About Everything podcast, where we talk about everything
and everything.
Goodbye.
Deuces.
Now I found my mouse.